Hi Algebra 1 students, it's me again. We're going to go right into lesson 2 of chapter 4, which is equations with like terms and distributing. So this time we're going to be using the distributive property and combining like terms, and then we're going to be solving the equations. Let's go ahead and get started with our first example, and this example is on page 133 in your textbook if you want to follow along. I should clarify that our objective in this lesson is to be able to solve equations with like terms in one member, some of which require distributing before like terms can be combined. So let's go ahead and look at this one. Suppose we have 6x plus negative 2 plus 5x equals 43. I'm going to go ahead and distribute that 6 out. So I'm going to be left with 6x plus negative 12 plus 5x equals 43. At this point, I'm going to commute my terms so the like terms are next to each other. 6x plus 5x plus negative 12 equals 43. Okay. I can combine my 6x and my 5x to get 11x plus negative 12 equals 43. At this point, I'm going to add 12 to both sides, leaving me with 11x in the left member. Try to scoop this up here. 11x in the left member, and over here I'm going to get 55. I'm then going to divide by 11, giving me x equals 5. Okay? Notice how I started off by distributing. Then I combined my like terms, and then I solved the two-step equation just as I would any other equation. Let's go ahead and try one more example here. Whew, lots of paper. Let me see. This is going to be example 2 on page 133 in your textbook if you want to follow along. Suppose we have negative 1 equals 5 times x minus 6 plus 4 times 2 minus 3x. Okay? First thing I'm going to do is distribute. I'm distributing in two places here. I'm distributing the 5 to the x and the negative 6 and the 4 to the 2 and the negative 3x. My left member stays the same, negative 1 equals 5x. Now remember, this is 5 times negative 6, which will give me negative 30, plus 4 times 2, which is positive 8, and 4 times negative 3x, which will give me negative 12x. Now I'm going to use the commutative law to rearrange my numbers so that I get the like terms together. Negative 1 equals 5x minus 12x minus 30 plus 8. At this point, I can combine the 5x minus 12x, which will give me negative 7x. And I can combine the negative 30 plus 8, which will give me negative 22. Now, I'm going to add 22 to both sides. That will give me positive 21 equals negative 7x. I will divide by negative 7 on both sides, giving me, oops, let me scoop this up for you, negative 3 equals x. That's my final answer. Okay. Now it's your turn to practice some of these problems independently. If you turn in your textbook to page 134 and 135, I'd like you to independently practice numbers 1 through 40 even. When you are done practicing those problems, I would then like you to go ahead and take your exit slip, which will be graded. Best of luck!